It is Rapid.
A beautiful good morning to you this Saturday morning. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Omaya. And good morning, world. Yeah. Mr. McDoney is my name. Welcome to the Saturday edition of the E Prime Show. And right here on the sound of your city. Of course, yeah, it's a day that the Lord has made. And of course, we have no choice but to be glad. Yeah, I'm rejoicing it. Exactly what I'm doing. And I hope that you're doing the same. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter what the economy says, really. But you just have to find some joy in every day. Everything might not go right in every day, but there is sure something about a day that feels right. You know, just be on the positive side. Find out something about the day that feels good, and go ahead and build upon it. You know, so that way you can get to have a great day, irrespective of whatever else is happening around you. Because you really need to. You need to stay sane for yourself and for the people that care about you, and for the people that you care about as well. Yeah, exactly. So just take your time and do the right thing. And make sure that you also realize that, yeah, you have yourself. And most of the time, it is just yourself that you have. Other people might not have your back, really. So just make sure that you have your own back and be the architect of your own happiness, you know. A lot of things out there every other day doing so much to bring you down, you know, to put you in that part where you get to be very unhappy for a long time. But don't give in to that. Don't give in to that. Anyways, that's just me welcoming you to today's episode of the E Prime Show, the extra version, because we get to do some extra stuff, yeah. So from now until the top of the hour, 9 o'clock, I'll be here with you. But I want us to get into some kind of emotional conversation. I wouldn't know if I can call it that. But that was Dear Mama, Tupac and Hamilton Anthony there. And whenever you hear that song, these days, it could be an indicator that I'm coming on board with the E Prime Extra for the past couple of Saturdays now, especially in the Saturdays in August. I try to make sure that we talk a little bit about the family situation and you know, family traditions. And the reason for this is not very far-fetched. The August long break from school, you get to spend more time with the children. And now we're going to say Happy New Month, because this is the second day, yeah? The second day of September 2023. We have entered the last quarter of the year. So we got about 3-4 months before the end of the year. So, but in few days, actually, the children are going to get back to school eventually. So that you'll be getting back to being very busy, spending your day most times without the children involved. So I think I should take this one more Saturday to deal with the family stuff, something that got to do with the family, the children, and taking care of your children. Especially today, I'm going to talk about teenage pregnancy. Okay, and obviously something is inspiring today's episode. Two stories inspiring today's episode, and I'm going to lecture you through these two stories. But once again, this is the sound of your city, the E Prime Show, and my name is Mr. McDoney. Or you can as well just call me Donny. It's simpler that way, and I'll be at your service, definitely. And just to let you know, we are streaming live on Facebook, so you can go to Facebook and watch me live and watch what's going on right here in the studio and be a part of the conversation as well. You can drop your comment, your messages on that live stream on Facebook. So you can just go to Facebook and search Rapid 96.5, yeah, on your Facebook app or wherever you do your Facebook, and you'll be able to get to our Facebook page. And then you could see the live stream, get to watch what's going on right here. I am live on Facebook. Okay, so the conversation is getting started. The numbers are the same, of course. 091 60,000 965, 091 60,000 965. You can also call 091 60 333 965. All right, the conversation is getting started, and I'm asking a question, really. I'm asking a question. What has been your experience with teenage pregnancy? What has been your experience? Have you seen anyone or known anyone or heard about anyone that had to deal with teenage pregnancy? How did it affect that person that you know about? What was the situation like? You know? And then, most importantly, what is the way forward in your own opinion? What do you think we can do differently to make sure that this monster doesn't keep eating deep into the society? Because trust me, it's all over the place and it's really painful. It's painful, okay, that young women get involved with stuff like this, and it changes their lives in a lot of ways. So I'm going to let you know about the story, the two stories inspiring this episode right about now. And the first story actually is it happened around us, just in our neighboring Anambra state, just in our neighboring Anambra community. A particular 20-year-old Ebonyi girl, gave birth to a baby boy. And that was last week Sunday. And just 2 days later, I think that was on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, 2 or 3 days later, the same girl takes the baby boy, and then throws him into the pit toilet. You carried the baby for 9 months. You bore the pain and the changes to your body and all of that. You endured the pregnancy, and then you give birth to a baby. 2 or 3 days later, you carry the same baby and you throw it into the pit toilet. So, the neighbors and people around actually heard the baby crying, and they rushed and tried to rescue the baby and took the baby to the hospital, but unfortunately, the baby died. That's in Anambra State, a community in Anambra State. Now we go over to the west. The next story. A particular young woman as well gives birth to a baby and then takes the baby and dumps the baby into a river. In Lagos State. Let me just play a little bit of that scenario there. Just take a listen, and you get to hear something.
Why you not drop boy? So you don't go to the era sí ma wá fún mi ṣe, era sí ma wá. Sí ma wá. Sí ma kékeré yo kan e so na.
This thing is like, let's say, probably 3 minutes or 2 minutes inside water. Inside water, 2 minutes too. Yes, it's too much. This child is strong. I don't know.
It's your morning tonic. E-Prime.
2 or 3 minutes. A newborn baby inside the water, inside the river. So those were the voice of the people who actually rescued the baby and brought the baby out of the river. And another baby boy, but this time the baby didn't die. So they were trying to resuscitate the baby, trying to get some water out of his lungs and all of that, and before taking him to the hospital. But this baby didn't die. But another young woman took the pregnancy, carried the pregnancy for 9 months or thereabout, gives birth, and then takes the same baby and dumps into the lagoon. Like, that is how much of a terrible situation we found ourselves in, a very sad situation that we have found ourselves in. But how can we, what can we do differently? What can we do? What is going on with the way we value human life, with the way we talk about these things as big as it is, teenage pregnancy. What can we do better than we are already doing? What can we do? That's the question I'm asking you now. First of all, what has been your experience so far with teenage pregnancy? Have you had any experience? I'm not saying have you been, even if you were pregnant in your teens, wow, that would be a fantastic experience also to share. But I'm basically asking if you have known any teenager who was pregnant at some point, or maybe right about now as well. So basically, what has been your experience? What do you know? Who do you know that had this issue of teenage pregnancy, and how did it affect this person that you know? And then, in your opinion, what can we do differently? Then I have a couple of things, a couple of ideas. I'm going to read out one after the other for parents, especially parents who currently have teenage children. I got a couple of things I would be reading out in the course of the show this morning. Stuff that you can do in ways that I think we can deal with the teenage pregnancy situation. But this is just me. So I would like you to call in and share your own experience, and then share your own idea, your own opinion as well on the way forward on how we can deal with the menace of teenage pregnancy. Because apart from these children being saved, most times they are being dumped into the society without being cared for, and then that's another kettle of fish altogether. A lot of atrocities, a lot of suffering is being birthed with that kind of attitude and situation right there. So a whole lot needs to be done to discourage teenage pregnancy. So I'm waiting to get to hear from you, definitely. I'm kind of emotional right now reading these two stories, and we know it's not a new thing. We've been hearing stories like this. Sometimes babies dumped in the waste at the waste disposal site, dumped at the roadside. Just crazy things about people who go through the pain of pregnancy and childbirth only to just discard a baby. It's not a good trend and should be discouraged. But anyways, 091 60,000 is the number. 091 60,000 965. 091 60,000 965 is the number you can call. You can also call 091 60,000 965. Oh yeah, that was the number I just called out. Or you can call 091 60 333 965. 091 60 333 965. Okay, so I go on a commercial break and I return shortly to get to take your calls. All right, Mr. McDonald returns in just a moment with the E Prime Extra Show this Saturday morning. Keep it locked.
It's your morning tonic, E Prime.
Ndị ọma, Rapid 96.5 FM Ụmụahịa agbaala otu afọ. Anyị adịkwala njikere ime emume maka otu afọ anyị gbara. N'ihi nke a, anyị na-akpọku ndị ọma na-ege anyị ntị, ndị enyi, ndị agbata obi nakwa ndị ahịa anyị niile ka unu were ohere a bịa tinyecha ọkwa azụmahịa unu maka anyị ebuola ya na ntụ. Ịmakwa na ị nwere ike itizi naanị 2,000 naira, puku naira abụọ tinye ọkwa azụmahịa gị na Rapid 96.5. Hell, ọnụrụ karịa ibe ya. Ekwela ka nke a mee gị n'azụ. Ọ bụrụ na itinye ọkwa gị maka otu ọnwa, nke ahụ ga-abụ naanị 60,000 naira, narị puku 60. Anyị ga-etinyekwara unu ihe mmaji. Ịhụnanị ya, soro ndị mmadụ nke a na-akọ, were ọsọ, were ije, gawa na Rapid FM ugbu a ka ụwa niile mara ebe ị nọ, ihe ị na-ere na otu i si eme ya. Nke a ga-ebido site n'abalị mbụ nke ọnwa Septemba ruo n'ụbọchị ikpeazụ n'ọnwa Ọktoba. Ngwa o, ndị na-azụ ahịa, ndị ọrụ aka, ndị isi ụlọ akwụkwọ ma gị onwe gị onye chọrọ ime ọkwa bịawazie n'ụlọ ọrụ Rapid 96.5 FM nke dị na 74 New Government Layout n'azụ New Government House maọbụ ịkpọtụrụ ngalaba azụmahịa anyị na 0806 356 8266 ọzọkwa 0806 356 8266 Rapid 96.5 FM anyị ekwughị n'azụ.
We announce with deep sorrow but gratitude to Almighty God the death of our beloved Eze, husband, father, brother, uncle, and grandfather, late His Royal Highness Eze Chinyere Nnanna Okereke, Chinyerugo 1 of Ogige Ihe Autonomous Community, Ihechowa, Arochukwu Local Government Area of Abia State, who passed on to glory on the 17th of December 2022. Burial arrangement: Thursday, 7th September 2023. Body leaves City Gate Mortuary, Umuahia by 9 a.m. Service of songs and wake at his palace, Ndiole Obiche, Ihechowa, Orochukwu Local Government Area of Abia State. Friday, 8th September 2023. Funeral service by the Presbyterian Church of Nigeria, First Ihechowa Parish at the Central School Open Field, Obinto, Ihechowa, Orochukwu Local Government Area of Abia State by 10 a.m. Interment at his palace at Ndiole Obiche, Ihechowa, Arochukwu Local Government Area of Abia State. Reception follows immediately at his palace, the Central School Open Field, and other designated places. Sunday, 10th September 2023, Thanksgiving service and outing at the Presbyterian Church of Nigeria, First Ihechowa Parish, Obinto, Ihechowa, Arochukwu Local Government Area of Abia State by 10 a.m. May his gentle soul rest in peace. Announcer Prince Emeka Nnanna Okereke for the family.
Let's do this, y'all. Come on.
It is 96.5. It is Rapid.
Play, original love of my life. Your love is sweet like me, only ever make it up for my yeah, me, she dey pray for me, yeah. She say make I know the worry, yeah. Already never lets me down, she's the queen of my heart. She's deserving a crown. Show my touch, you mommy.
Hello, good morning to you. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
My name is John Wafo.
Elder John Wafo.
Yes.
Okay, welcome to the show, Elder.
Yeah, Wafo, sorry. I had your program and I can tell you that the program is very nice.
Thank you, Elder.
I think God will teach you and strengthen you to make that program, widen it up and make it the way public will hear and then trust on what God can do in this our country. It's something that is so miserable for us to hear that our teenagers have gone into producing unwanted children. So many of them, they did, and they think that they are free from God's condemnation. So again, in a way forward, I think we can advise our leaders and our governments of the day.
Okay.
To give these teenagers freedom of education. I will give them education freedom. From at least from primary to secondary school level. Educate them and give them jobs. The problem is they don't have anything to do. And that is why you can see so many of them dumping into producing unwanted children. And parents also are liable to that effect. We have parents who do not care for their children. We have parents who just let their work go and get money. That is what we need. Do anything you can do, but get money and bring into the family. They don't want to know the effect of spending their work out. Even these ones that are carrying something here and there, selling granules, selling food, it's their own doing. But what lesson has it taught these ones that are doing about taking money by all means? So, my dear, I thank God. As long as this your program will continue, I will pray God will help us, and He's the only person that will help us. And the way we go to churches, I want our pastors and reverends to teach much on this issue. Children getting out of hand and going into producing unwanted children.
All right.
So thank you. And
thank you so much.
God will continue to give you every good enablement. And to give our country, give our state, give our families that thinking faculties so that they will continue to live in the way God will be pleasing into their lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Elder. Thank you, Elder. Thank you so much for your contribution. Bye for now, sir. .5 right here in Omaha and the E Prime Show with Mr. McDoney. And we're also live on Facebook. You can go drop a comment on the Facebook live stream. You can get to see what's going on in the studio right about now and be a part of the conversation from there as well. Okay, so really it's much about teenage pregnancy and the adverse effect it's having in our society today. I mean, we all can agree that there is no good from it in most cases. Most times the dreams of these young ones are just snuffed out of them. It ends. And then what about the children they get to bring into the world? It's either they die off or they just suffer most of the time. So there's basically no good that comes out of it. So we have to do as much as we can to discourage it in our society, basically. Thank you once again, Elder Mwafo, and you made important points there. Free education, at least till the secondary school level, and then parents teaching their children morals. The government, we cannot take away what they have to, the role they have to play in this. 091600965, 09160333965, or you can join the live Facebook stream and be a part of the conversation this morning. I'll be taking the messages on Facebook shortly because I can see some people right there already. I'll be taking the messages shortly, but let me get started with a few of the things I think parents can do in the light of discouraging teenage pregnancy, I have a couple of ideas here I put down. So I think the first thing is always to get started with sex education. All right, talk with the children early and often about sex education and love. Try to be specific. You think they don't know anything, but trust me, you'll be marveled at what they already know. So, the most important thing you can do is say the few first words. Spark up the conversation. Be honest and open. Listen carefully to find out what your children already know and understand. And then make that conversation flow back and forth, so you can get to get to hear from them, and start building the right relationship with the children. Very important. Start creating the right relationship with your children. That's the first point. I got another one coming up, but let me see if I can take this call. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
It's Clifford calling from Muluku.
Okay, welcome to the show, Clifford. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing okay. Just a little bit saddened, but I'm doing okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's get talk. What's your experience? Do you have any experience with teenage pregnancy?
Yeah. Okay. Most of the time, it's caused by our parents. Most of the time.
How so?
Because our parents are meant to teach us, to knowledge us about all these things. You know, when we are growing up, most of our parents do tell us, don't allow man to touch you. If man just touch you, don't carry belly. Not even telling us the fact, things that cause the pregnancy. You know, when you enlighten them, when you tell them what to do and what not to do. And another thing is putting fear in their body. You know, when you allow your children to be closer to you very well, that relationship, removing that fear from them, they will feel free to tell you one or two things, and you will know how to handle the case in the right time.
Okay. So, yeah, it's okay. Clifford, thank you for your contribution. Parents should do more in letting the children know what they should know about sex and all of that, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you once again, Clifford, and do enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too, my brother. And just like Clifford mentioned, exactly the first point I raised, sex education. You know, gone are those days when you get to tell your children, no allow man touch you. Once, in fact, some will even tell you, don't even stay close. Once you don't allow your body touch. Once you just even talk to man, there's every likelihood that you get pregnant. I mean, and then these children, they watch things, they hear things, and you'll be like, why would my mom be telling me that? And why would she be actually openly lying to me? So go ahead as early as you can and start educating your children, especially your teenage children, about sex education. It's very important. Be open and get into that conversation. Then know your children's friends and their families. I mentioned this the other time, because peers have a strong influence on teens. So do your best to help your children choose friends from families with similar values. Get to know your friends, the friends of your children, and the families of those friends. So you get to know what their values are. Talk with their parents as well about the relationship their children have. Bring them close. Don't just let them bring their friends home. That way you can know them. Don't shut them out or want them not to have friends or bring anybody home. They will eventually have those friends and you will not know. So be open and let them come to you. That way you can instruct them, you can teach them, you can help them. Basically, you can support them and help them make right decisions. Basically, that's what you should be doing. Help them make the right decisions. Very important. And then you need to create a good relationship with your children. Yes, express your love, affection, appreciation. Don't always shout at them. Don't always use, all those negative words. Hug your kids and tell them how much you love them. Bring them close. That way they get to know that, yeah, this person, this my mom or my dad, care about me. Listen carefully to what they say. Pay attention to what they do. Very important. You don't think that because they are children, whatever they have to say or whatever they do don't matter to you. All they need to do is listen to whatever you have to say or whatever you tell them to do. Create an avenue to listen to them. Spend time with your children daily, if possible. I know a lot of us are busy, but try to create that, even if it's 1 hour, quality time. Even if it's 1 hour you get a day, make it a quality time with them. Try to get to know them. Try to get to listen to them. There are things, there are yearnings they have, there are experiences they have in their minds they want to explore, there are things in their heart, but you need to create an environment for them to open up. That way you get to know what they are up to. That's the only way you can actually do anything to help them, if you know what's going on with them. So, be kind to them and let them know that you expect the same in return from them. Don't compare your child against another. Very, very bad. It's a bad idea every other time. Do not compare, Let your child know he or she is one of a kind. Very important. Help them master new skills, Teach them self-esteem and confidence by, telling them how beautiful and how wonderful they are. Every other time, repeat that to them instead of calling them idiot, stupid, and all of those things that most parents do. Tell them they are great, they are wonderfully made. Give them those words of affirmation and teach them that they can believe in themselves, and they can be strong in themselves. They can be confident to say what they want to say and represent the family well wherever they are. All of this will go a long way to make these children understand that you care about them, so they can always come to you if they are bothered about something. So even before they get into those relationships that becomes dangerous for them, you would know, because they are putting you into consideration. They have that burden in their mind to tell you what's going on, and they will. But when you don't create such opportunity, it doesn't care. They don't even care. It doesn't matter. So they just go ahead. You won't even cross their minds when they're taking such decisions. They'll just go ahead and activate, and before you know it, it's all over the place. It's bad news already. And just like one of the callers also mentioned, parents not bothering about how their children live their lives, or how they make money and stuff like that. I mentioned you all the time that there is a street in this Umuahia that when you go, not even one, there are a number of places that when you go there at night, you'll be moved to tears if you actually have integrity in you, if you actually have a human feeling in you, you'll be moved to tears, because you would see children on the street. And we used to say maybe harlotting back then was maybe an adult thing, but now teenagers. I've passed along some of these streets, at certain points of the day, and I'm marveled with what I see. Children, most of them young teens, not even older teens, not even say 18, 19. I'm talking people in their 15, around 14, 15, 16. You can tell when you look at them. Some of them even younger. And you cannot tell me that all their parents are not around. Most of them have their parents intact. So what are you doing to these young children? Why are you destroying their dreams? Why are you destroying their future? Why, really? So this is something that all of us are responsible for. So we must do the best that we can to end this scourge. So I've got two more ideas to give out on this. Remember, this is my opinion. If you find it sensible enough, of course you can implement. And that is also why I am asking you to share yours. We all have a role to play. Your opinion matter. So call me up and let me know your experience and then what you think we can do differently. 091 60,000 965 091 60,000 965 091 60 333 965. Okay, so let me take a couple of messages on Facebook before I go on a commercial break shortly. So on Facebook, okay, let's see who we have on Facebook. Okay, I can see Ozu Okwara, Telly Rovatoa. Thank you for joining the live stream. Williams Godfred and Sombun Chaisand. Okay, I'm so sorry if I'm murdering these names. I'm trying my best as well. And Charles Otokere as well. Thank you for your message. And he says Charles, right? Charles should be a guy. I'm so sorry. Terrible things are happening. It all boils down to parental upbringing. Parents ought to teach their boy and girl child sex education at early stages of their life to prevent some of these anomalies in future. And that's very apt there. Thank you so much, Charles Otokere, for your message. I get that. It's really important. It's imperative. We cannot dispute that fact that parents have a very large role to play in this situation. Okay, so I go on a commercial break right now, and when I get back, of course, this conversation continues right here on the sound of your city, Rapid 96.5. So keep it locked. It's the E-Prime Show, the extra version.
It's your morning tonic, E-Prime.
Hey, Rapid FM 1 year anniversary. One net Ngwagwazendi Yadunu as Rapid FM 96.5 Umaya. We don't knock 1 year. So therefore, you go fit to use just 2,000 naira to put your advertisement or jingle for inside the Rapid 96.5 FM Umaya from September 1 go the reach 31st of October 2023. Oh yeah, make you roll to celebrate with the Rapid FM for 1 year anniversary. Oh yeah, allow us make we take your business to the next level. Wait you the waiting for. Oh yeah, rush one and make use of this advantage for this special offer. 2,000 naira only. Run to Rapid FM radio station. Wait there for number 74 new government station. Or group Elea Tomaya. Wait there behind the new government house Omaya. Abia State. Go put your own advert with 2,000 naira. For more to read, like us for 080-6356-8266. Abunaka Mekeno 080-6356-8266. Rapid 96.5 FM Umaya. The sound of Una City.
Marketing Company, dealers and suppliers of electronics and electrical parts. We supply and distribute chandeliers, England and Indian changeovers, gear switches, armored cables, distributor board, circuit breakers, ceiling fan, UPS, stabilizers, and any household electrical appliance of your choice. We also offer premium wiring and electrical services at an affordable rate. Demons Marketing Company is located at 2B Aba Road, opposite New Beko Plaza, Umuahia, Abia State, or upstairs line, shop 1 and 2, Umuahia Industrial Market, Ahikindume. Contact us on 080-369-28794 or 080-372-50645. Demons Marketing Company, the last bus stop for all your electrical needs.
96.5 It is Rapid.
This is not a regular song, oh mama. From the depth of my heart, I wrote this one for you. You are my superhero, you fight a lot for me. You gave me everything, no thank you, mama. Because you're the best, every day to me now Mother's Day. Mama, you're the best. Mashe unrefu ilaye. You're one of a kind, nobody pass you, oh mama. I love you every day. Oh yeah, dance ya mama, dance ya mama. Ejijo mama, oh, oni chupu mami oh. Dance ya mama, oh, dance ya mama. Nobody go replace you for my life, oh.
Rapid 96.5 right here in Omaya. Mr. McDoney here with the E Prime Extra Show. We're live on Facebook, streaming live. You can get to watch what's going on right here and be a part of the conversation as well from Facebook if you can. And I'm still taking your calls, so keep your calls coming in. 09160 965. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, McDoney.
Good morning. Victoria, is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend to you too.
Great.
Although we don't have a weekend, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but still, we gotta find some happiness in everything.
Seriously. I had the topic today.
Oh yeah.
These two stories you just told us. They are really touching.
Really, really disheartening, I must tell you.
I'm as much as is what we're seeing every day, but this one touched you. You had to carry the baby for 9 months, and then I think you were able to do that for the 9 months. I think you should be able to cater for the kids and eventually give birth to it. And then you give birth, and then you have to. You don't even go to an orphanage to go and drop them. You just decide to waste them. Throwing it into the fields and into the river. That's so inhumane,
Really disheartening, seriously, really disheartening. But Victoria, have you had any experiences? Have you known anyone or seen a situation of teenage pregnancy?
It's a common thing. Back then when I was in secondary school, it was a common thing.
Oh.
From just 3, you will still like 3 or 4 people, 4 teenage girls, they will get pregnant and then they will drop out of school. I personally had an experience with one of my classmates.
Okay.
Got pregnant when we were writing senior WAEC.
Okay.
And then it was during the pregnancy to come and write her exam. She didn't even care. That one concerned you. Like she didn't even care about it.
Did you have any ideas what happened to the baby afterwards?
We finished work and then we all lost contact. People that asked about her, they said they've not seen her after that period. And the worst part is that she keeps on saying that it's just that she has done other abortions, or it's just that this one doesn't want to go out.
Wow.
That's why she's carrying the pregnancy. So I won't be too shocked to hear maybe that she has dumped the baby, because the kind of attitude that she was behaving with that time looks like the kind of person that would dump their baby.
Really, really sad situation, I must tell you. It's quite touching, and this thing happens every day. So that's exactly why we're trying as much as we can to discourage this in the society. But Victoria, what do you think can be done differently? I mean, from your own point of view.
I think the men are to be blamed for this.
The men?
The blame should be more on the men.
How so, Victoria?
I don't know what you see in a child of 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That you can't find in a young woman of 23 and above that you can mingle and have this sex of a thing with. And you leave them and then try to take advantage of these vulnerable ones, these minors, and then when you get them pregnant, you leave them and dump them and go for those older ones to marry. So our men should be more disciplined. But you can't drop the blame on the parents. The parents do their best, but when their children come out from the house, they meet these men, and then they convince them, and then take advantage of them, and then dump them.
Okay, Victoria. I mean, your point is valid as well. But you know that parents are doing their best, actually, in most cases. But if they do this job as well, very well, I think it's more about the orientation these children have. Because at the end of the day, the children are not being forced most of the time. It's not a rape case. You know that. It's not a rape case most of the time. Even though there are a few of them that the pregnancy comes as a rape case. But then, most of the time, it's voluntary. So it now boils down to what type of information they have, what type of information is in the children to be able to resist when they know that this is a danger coming through. But all the same, thank you, Victoria. I really appreciate your position there. You are also right. I mean, are you there, Victoria?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, let me let you go. All right, you can listen from the other side.
Bye.
All right, now thank you so much. So, yeah, the men who, the people who get into this act cannot be taken away from the equation. They are also to blame. So everyone has his or her own share of the pie of blame right about in this case. That's the point I'm trying to make. Hello, good morning.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What's your name?
Hello.
Welcome to the show. I can hear you. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Eze. I'm from Mbise.
Okay, Eze calling from Mbise. Thank you for joining the show. How are you doing this morning?
Yeah.
All right, quickly, Eze. Oh, Eze is gone. I'm so sorry, Eze. You can do call back. We're actually running out of time. I should be out of the studio in a couple of minutes. Okay, but let's see how much calls I'll be able to take squeezing within this period. And I still got 2 more points to reel out quickly. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. What's the name?
My name is Mr. John. Calling you from Mr. John, calling you from Umaya.
Okay, welcome, Mr. John.
Thank you, sir.
All right, quickly now, what's your experience and what's your opinion on the way forward?
My opinion in this matter now is we have to blame the parents, also blame young boys. Because, you know, this time around now, boys who just, have capacity to take some things and you go ahead and talk to girl. At the end of the day, when the girl call you, say she's pregnant, then you run away, which is something very, very bad. And for a woman to carry pregnancy for 9 months, then born, after 3 days, carry the pikin, go and throw away. That one is like the man who give her the pregnancy, don't deny, and the girl don't look front and back, no way forward, because the condition where Nigeria are now is very, very bad. So I think one of those things, and the parents have tried their own best, because I can testify that one. My father always call us time to time, all of us, say, you see your character, this will not favor you in future. So take correction. Then all of us, you pick the ones you are interested with, because no matter anyhow, Papa will not follow a pikin go out, Mama will not follow her.
True that.
So when pikin go out, within she they do there, you know. You know, like me now, the woman I married, I was in Cotonou, because I don't be Nigeria person. I be Cotonou person. So only I be Tyler for Igbo land here. So I was in Cotonou with my girlfriend, just 1 month relationship, not far. 1 month. When she called me, say, I don't see my period again. I say, okay. I rush back. I carry her to hospital and confirm that is pregnant. So I have to take the responsibility. I pay every damn thing. I marry her.
Okay.
You see? So sometimes the girls also, if you see man, yes, today now after the dressing, as a person will dress well now, fine boy. But when fine boy, like all these Agbero, all these people, fine boy, after getting you pregnant, you know, say you know fit take care, you talk less of the baby. So you have to run away. And when you born, you begin to regret. So I think all these things, and then they cause this issue. And parents are trying. Because after my wife gives birth, I call my father. I say, Father, you try well. Congratulations, because that time I said, Papa, you must do this for me by force. You must do. But when I born, I now see that it's not easy.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution there. Okay, so actually, really out of time, but in conclusion, really, I was talking about the things that you can do as a parent. Next thing you can do is help your teens to have options for the future, just like a lot of us have mentioned, because they are not doing anything. So as much as you can, early in life, let them figure out something, that is more attractive than early pregnancy. Help them, direct them to a path. Let them find the meaningful future career or meaningful future goals that they can pursue, and help them pursue those goals as much as you can. Talk with them about what they will need to reach their goals, and help them to reach these goals. Help them to help them to understand that becoming a parent at that early age of teenagehood can, destroy these plans they have for the future. That way, they will naturally be discouraged. Even when there's that push to get pregnant at that point, they will be discouraged naturally. And then avoid raising children in broken homes. Just like right now, the news broke out this morning that one of our favorite Nollywood actors, Bolanle Ninolowo, just ended his marriage, and they have children. So probably they've been having issues before now and stuff like that. So when you raise children in broken homes, and then the home is broken, the parents are separated, you are pushing these children because they are seeing what's going on. They know that there is no peace, and most times they'll be forced, they'll be pushed to seek solace outside in the company of people that would take advantage of them. As much as you can, do not raise children in a broken home. And finally, show concern in your local community. When you see pregnant teens, make friends with them and find out the situation that they are in, what happened to them. Don't condemn and judge them and push them away, or just act like you don't care or get upset with them and stuff like that. Don't just say to fiakwa and move on. Try to get closer to these children and find out what's going on. Sometimes they need people they can confide in, people that can help them. So in whatever way you can help, whatever way what you can do, you have to find out what's going on, so that even if it's the pregnancy that they can keep, and when the child is born, if they have to take the baby to an orphanage or something where they can be taken care of, rather than just being dumped or killed with reckless abandon. Show some concern. Try to figure out what's going on around you if you find teenagers pregnant. We all have a role to play: parents, friends, well-wishers, and then to the boys as well. Just like some of the callers mentioned, you have to also be careful. Take responsibility. You cannot handle this, don't go into it. You cannot handle it, avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it with everything that is in you. Avoid it. Together, we can actually build a better society. Thank you so much, everyone who joined on Facebook, who joined the live stream on Facebook. You can as well go to, if you missed most of the conversation, you can as well go back to Facebook and replay the live stream and follow the conversation as well. And then of course you can follow me on Facebook and social medias, or anywhere you do your social media. You can find me at Donny3 Reels, and follow Rapid 96.5 on all social media platforms as well. Let's do this again next week, and I do hope that you have the best of the weekend ever. Try to have fun as much as you can, as little as you can afford. Make sure you put yourself in the right frame of mind, so that by the time Monday comes, you will be ready. It is my prayer that every child born into this world gets the best care, but we all have a role to play. Let us make the world a better place. Okay? I leave you in the hands of Elsa, and she titles this one So Beautiful. So beautiful. All right, enjoy the rest of the packages that we have for you today on the Sound of Your City. Mr. McDoney is my name, and I'm saying bye for now.
It's your morning tonic. E-Prime.